Yeah, I'm very much the guarantors from Dread Central. Anna, I'm so stoked to talk to you for 6 minutes.
I know who you are. I'm so excited. I
Hi.
read your review. I love it. You're the best. Thank you.
Oh my God, you're the best. I loved your short. So seeing the full length feature was like so exciting when I got an email about it. I was like, wait, they took the short and made it a full length movie. I'm so stoked. So congratulations on having it be a feature on
Thank
Hulu.
you. Thank you so much. It's exciting. It's cool.
Is that a little appendage on your desk behind you? Is that the OG boy?
This is not the OG, but
Not the OG.
she was a birthday gift from the Creature Effects team to me.
I
She goes,
love her. Look at
you.
the hand.
She's
Oh,
so
I love
cute. She
her.
just stares at me while I work all day.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about her and slash her kind. I want to hear how you went about the design of our little appendage creature friends.
Yes. So we had a very narrow timeline, which is always fun, but it kind of pushes you in a cool way, right? We went back and forth, me and Amber Marie, who was the department head for the creature effects. And so, there's 3 stages, not to give too much away, but the little one we went back and forth on with a 3D modeling software.
Ooh.
And we kind of just were like, okay, this has to be scary, but still kind of cute. And so we were kind of trying to find that balance. And then as it got older, we were like, okay, now, in the script, it was written as the second stage is like a Jack Russell sized creature. And so we were like, okay. So we worked with a digital artist named Dougie Pledger, and he came up with all these digital images, like thousands of images that we then picked our favorites from, and he combined in Photoshop. And then Amber went off with an amazing sculptor, and they sculpted it. So it was a very like in-depth process for sure. And then the third one, The Shining. So we were just we were really kind of vibing on references and going back and forth. And Amber and I have been working together for like 8 to 10 years now, so we know each other's taste really
Oh,
well. Yeah,
cool. That's so cool. Well, okay, I also love how much this film rides this line between like horror and comedy because I feel like so easily this could be very cheesy. And I love how you really ride that line so well to create this movie that is like terrifying about anxiety, but like kind of silly, but not too silly. And what was that like for you writing the script and making the feature and writing that line and trying to balance that without falling too far in one camp or the other?
absolutely. That's a really great question. I think that was the biggest challenge of the film.
Yeah.
If it's too funny, it kind of underplays the sincerity of what Hannah's going through. And if
Yeah.
it's too dark, it could be too isolating for audiences. So it is really hard to find that balance. And, we watched The Fly. I think that's a movie that does it really well. Cronenberg, The Fly,
Yeah.
love that. And Raw, Julie Ducournau's Raw. So we were kind of always watching. I know, I love it. So we were always kind of keeping those references in mind. And, when the monitor would go up, we'd be like, okay, the lighting is too scary. Let's kind of soften it up. Let's, in color, we talk about
Oh,
that all the time. Even performances, Hadley and I were like, okay, do we want to go full Jeff Goldblum? Do we want to ground it? Like, how do we want to? So it was definitely constantly part of the conversation.
that's so, and like the performances. I mean, we just have so many cool women in this, and like women being gross and women being cool. And I love, again, like just movies where women are allowed to be complicated because,
Oh, no.
we don't see that as much. Well, now we do, but in horror, it's always so rare. And I wanted to hear about directing our two main characters and this like kind of queerness around the two of them, but friendship. And the vibes around them look really fascinating to watch too.
Absolutely. And you mean Hannah and Claudia?
Yes, Hannah. Yes, pardon. Yeah,
There's a
Hannah and
lot of people
Claudia.
friendship
There's
to
a
me.
lot of
Oh
girls,
my
there's a lot of
God,
ladies, and a lot of
right?
yeah, yes, but yes, Hannah and Claudia.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both of them, Hadley and Emily, were just such a joy to work with, and were so open to being vulnerable. And they just really dedicated themselves to the project in a way that I was like, whoa, like I did not expect anyone to care this much. And it's just really, really awesome. And so, yeah, their relationship was definitely meant to feel like this crazy magnet of attraction that they have between each other, and that Claudia kind of like she fills a void for Hannah in a lot of ways, and maybe in ways that are unhealthy. And I thought that who knows, like codependency.
Who's that? What's
Yeah.
that?
And their relationship really develops in a very, as the movie goes on in an interesting way. And definitely towards the end, you're meant to believe that, oh, these people were literally made for each other. Like they are the power couple of the movie in a lot of ways.
That's so funny. I was just texting a friend about them being a power couple. It's about a power couple. So yes, that definitely came through
I'm glad you.
incredibly well.
It's awesome. Great.
But I just love the fact that you took on a topic that is so near to a lot of creatives' hearts, and especially with like being a creative and having anxiety and wanting to make something. So was there any catharsis in this for you as an artist? I know that she again as a like a fashion designer, but still, was there any catharsis for you as a creative in making a film about like anxiety and artistic anxiety among all other things?
Yeah, oh my God, totally, totally. And when I
Yeah.
realized I was in a place in my career where I was like, man, this is just really hard. And like, I don't know how much longer I can do
Yeah.
this. Like, oh my God, I was just in a really insecure place. And absolutely, it's cathartic. It's like, wow, like I've experienced all that stuff in film. You know, we all do when we're making art. And it's not talked about enough, like how difficult it is. And you're constantly being poked at and prodded at. And, you know, that can become a strength if you can somehow morph it into that.
Somehow,
It is
yeah.
really tough. So it's nice to see it on screen.
It is really, especially as like women who are trying to struggle their ways through these industries. It is like comforting to see a movie like this that validates, I think, some of our anxieties. And
I'm
then
glad.
anxiety in general, not just gendered, but I'll
Totally,
pop
of
that in there.
course. Of course. We love relationship anxiety, parent anxiety, you name it. We got it.
We're just trying to make it out here in these streets.
Oh, we're trying. We're trying.
I have to wrap up, but Anna, this was so cool, and hopefully we can talk again sometime because I
Yes,
just
I would
really,
love
really vibe with this so much.
I
So
would love
thank
to
you so
talk again.
much.
It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.